In the early 2000s, the unthinkable happened. Lego, a name synonymous with childhood joy, was collapsing. The company lost nearly $300 million in a single year. Boardrooms were silent, factories slower than ever. For decades, Lego was unstoppable. Now it was almost irrelevant. What went so wrong that nearly shattered the world's most beloved toy brand? By 2003, Lego was drowning in products, video games, theme parks, even watches. But none of it felt like Lego anymore. Kids were overwhelmed. Designers had no limits. Sets ballooned from 100 to 1,400 pieces, making them expensive and confusing. They had abandoned what made them iconic: simplicity and imagination. Ironically, their own creativity became the enemy. Then came Jørgen Vig Knudstorp, a former McKinsey consultant turned Lego lifer. He was young, unconventional, and bold enough to say what others wouldn't. "We forgot who we were," he admitted. He wasn't here to make small tweaks. He was going to tear Lego apart and rebuild it from the ground up. Lego had to cut deep. Jørgen slashed 30% of the product line. He sold off theme parks. And in a move that shocked everyone, he handed Lego's video game and movie rights to outside creators. "Let the storytellers do what they do best," he said. It was risky, but exactly the kind of trust in imagination Lego had forgotten. The result: Lego saw its first profit in 5 years. Then came the Lego Movie, a creative explosion that reminded the world why they fell in love with bricks. "Everything is Awesome" wasn't just a song, it was a comeback anthem. By trusting artists, simplifying products, and rebuilding identity, Lego became more powerful than ever. Jørgen didn't just cut, he listened. Lego launched test labs where kids helped design new sets. If they didn't understand it in 60 seconds, it didn't ship. This simple test saved millions. It reminded Lego the best consultant isn't a suit. It's a 7-year-old with a wild imagination and a messy bedroom floor. Gone were the hyper-specific bricks. Back came the classic shapes, the ones that clicked, stacked, and sparked ideas. Lego wanted kids to build a spaceship, then turn it into a castle. The goal was no longer perfection. It was possibility. That pivot from polish to potential is what brought Lego back to life. Lego launched Lego Ideas, a platform where fans submitted their own set concepts. Pirate ships, typewriters, even the Beatles' Yellow Submarine, all from fans. If a design got 10,000 votes, Lego made it real. This wasn't just marketing. It was a revolution. Consumers became creators, and community became brand. Lego noticed kids weren't just building, they were filming. Stop-motion videos exploded on YouTube, made by fans aged 8 to 18. Lego lined in, creating tools for animation and launching contests. They didn't just embrace content. They empowered a generation to turn play into performance. The Lego Movie wasn't just a box office hit, it was a brand manifesto. It celebrated imagination, collaboration, and weird, brilliant ideas. The message: you don't have to follow instructions to build something amazing. "Everything is awesome" became more than a catchphrase. It was Lego reminding the world, play is powerful. Before, Lego avoided licensed themes, thinking it diluted creativity. But Jørgen flipped the script. Instead of rejecting pop culture, he embraced it with purpose. Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel, each set was designed to inspire building, not just collecting. The result: a billion-dollar boom. And kids were living scenes with bricks, not just screens. Even with plastic bricks, Lego didn't ignore the digital age. They launched Lego Life, a kid-safe social app for sharing creations. Then came Lego Boost and Mario AR sets, where screens and bricks played together. Jørgen's mantra was clear: don't fear screens, build with them. This wasn't about tech replacing bricks. It was tech enhancing imagination. Jørgen believed toys should nurture emotion, not just sell units. He asked designers, what does this set make a child feel? That's how we got sets like Lego Friends and Architecture, built with emotion and story. It wasn't about pink bricks or tiny windows. It was about making imagination feel personal. From near bankruptcy in 2003, Lego soared. Revenue more than tripled. The brand beat out Mattel and Hasbro, becoming the world's most valuable toy company. It wasn't luck. It was a masterclass in remembering what mattered: kids, creativity, and community. And it all started with asking, who are we really building for? From dusty boardrooms to movie premieres. From forgotten bricks to fan-built wonders. Lego's comeback wasn't just financial. It was emotional, cultural, and personal. Because when you give people the tools to dream, they'll build something bigger than a toy. They'll build a legacy. And Lego, it simply gave them the bricks. Lego wasn't just for kids anymore. As nostalgia grew, so did the AFOL movement, adult fans of Lego. They weren't just building, they were engineering masterpieces. Lego leaned into it, launching complex sets like the Titanic, NASA shuttles, and botanical gardens. For adults, it wasn't play, it was therapy through creativity. And Lego became a bridge between generations. Lego knew bricks could teach more than building. They partnered with schools to launch Lego education, bringing STEM to classrooms. Through kits like Mindstorms and Spike Prime, kids explored coding, physics, even robotics. No screens, no grades, just challenges and curiosity. Lego proved that play could teach. And that a brick could be more than a toy, it could be a lesson. Plastic made Lego great. But now it's also a problem. So Lego began experimenting with sustainable bricks made from sugarcane and recycled bottles. They're not perfect yet, but the message is clear. Even the most iconic brands must evolve. And if they can reinvent their story once, they can do it again for the planet. In 2017, after 15 years, Jørgen stepped down as CEO. He didn't just save Lego, he reinvented it. Under his leadership, the company went from near bankruptcy to a brand embraced by artists, parents, teachers, engineers, even Hollywood. He left quietly without applause. Because true builders don't need spotlights. They just want to see it all stay standing. Imagine standing in that 2003 boardroom. Would you have bet on a children's toy company to bounce back? Or would you have cashed out, assuming bricks couldn't beat bytes? Luckily, someone believed. Not just in plastic, but in play, purpose, and possibility. And that belief, well, it rebuilt an empire. Lego didn't stumble into success, they studied failure brick by brick. Every bad set, every failed theme park, every abandoned idea became part of their blueprint. They learned when to say no, when to scale down, and when to let go. In the end, their greatest innovation wasn't plastic. It was knowing how to fall and then rebuild smarter. Unlike noisy brands shouting on every platform, Lego embraced silence. No loud rebrands. No flashy logos. Just the bricks. They let fans become marketers and builders become storytellers. Through stop-motion films, Instagram builds, Reddit threads, Lego thrived quietly. Sometimes the loudest statement a brand can make is saying nothing and letting imagination speak. No matter where you're from, you know this sound, a brick snapping into place. Lego speaks no language, and yet it's understood everywhere. In refugee camps, schools, living rooms, therapy centers, bricks bring people together. It's not just play, it's connection. Because one small brick in the right hands can build understanding. What if they shut the factory in 2003? What if they stopped believing bricks mattered? We wouldn't have Lego movies, STEM kits, or childhood memories made in plastic. Sometimes saving a brand doesn't mean changing it. It means remembering why it mattered in the first place. And fighting like hell to protect that reason. This wasn't just a turnaround story. It was a creative revolution, led not by analysts or algorithms, but by imagination. Jørgen and his team didn't just rescue Lego, they redefined what a toy company could be. When brands remember their purpose, they don't just survive, they inspire. Because imagination isn't a tactic, it's the whole damn strategy. Who could have imagined a toy company would conquer Hollywood? But Lego did, with heart, humor, and pixel-perfect bricks. From the Lego Movie to Batman and Ninjago, each film wasn't just content. It was culture. And in an age of reboots and remakes, Lego did the impossible. They built something entirely new from the same old pieces. Everything is Awesome wasn't just a catchy tune. It became a movement. Kids danced, adults made memes, brands parodied it. It captured a feeling no spreadsheet could measure, joy through creativity. Music gave Lego an emotional voice, a melody that outlived marketing cycles. Because when you build happiness, people sing along. Most brands fade. They peak, plateau, and disappear, quietly replaced by faster, louder, newer things. But Lego proved that a brand can be loved again. Not through gimmicks, but by being honest, bold, and deeply human. Their comeback isn't just business, it's belief. In play, in people, in rebuilding what matters. Today, Lego is more than a toy. It's in therapy rooms, design schools, architecture firms, and global art galleries. What once cluttered your bedroom floor now shapes real-world thinking. Why? Because Lego isn't about childhood, it's about possibility. And wherever creativity lives, you'll find bricks. Kids today are using Lego to build solar farms, moon bases, and AI-powered robots. They're not waiting for instructions, they're inventing them. Lego's future won't come from corporate roadmaps. It'll come from the carpeted floors of imagination. The next chapter, already under construction. And the best part, anyone can build it. One tiny brick. 6 studs. That's all it took to change the world. Since 1958, over 400 billion Lego bricks have been made. But it wasn't plastic that made them powerful. It was what people did with them. In a noisy world of instant gratification, Lego offered something timeless. The joy of building piece by piece. Lego wasn't saved by luck. It was saved by purpose. By choosing creativity over shortcuts and people over profits. So what are you building today? A business, a brand, a second chance. Whatever it is, build it like Lego. Start small, dream big. And when it breaks, rebuild what matters. Subscribe for more stories like this, because imagination never goes out of style.